What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I want to give you guys a quick look at the Zion Williamson Jordan 1 lows. These are the Voodoo 2.0s, or the alternates, whatever you want to call it. Before I get into the video, go over the kicks. If this is your first time stumbling across one of my videos, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. But listen, while I have you here, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell. That way, whenever I upload new material, post new content, or anything like that, you'll get notified. Head to the channel. You can see what I uploaded. If you're on social media, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever we call it, TikTok, really any of the platforms nowadays, you enjoy photos of sneakers, maybe some outfit ideas with sneakers, anything related to kicks, give me a follow. You can find me. I am at IMTMCII. And lastly, while you're watching the video and or afterwards and you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. It really goes a long way. Little small indicator to me. Let me know that you enjoy the content. Just make me want to keep recording videos whenever I have pickups. So now that the intro is all out of the way, let's dive into the review. So like I mentioned, these are like the Voodoo 2.0s. The first Voodoo Zion and Jordan 1 low we had was a few years ago, I think like 2022. So it's been a few years, had a nice gap, but now we have an alternate colorway. Video purpose wise, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the different materials used on the shoe. Then I'll touch on quality control, show you guys the box, the goodies and stuff that came with it. Then I'm gonna slap these on feet, go over sizing and comfort and all that good stuff. So just stick around and I got you guys pretty much covered on everything you need to know about the kicks. So let's dive right into it. So I'll do, I guess, each shoe a little bit different because just like the first Voodoo, these are kind of followed the same pattern with like each shoe is a little bit different and unique in its own kind of way. Different colors on the shoe. You have like these mixtures of these shades of purples and violets throughout the shoe. So on the left shoe, you can see like the toe box, the materials that they have on here is like a rough canvas. Not sure if you guys can hear that, but it's like a really rough canvas on the toe, and it has like this purplish look on it. And the swoosh on there, it's like a light slime green colorway almost. But if you come to the toe box of the right shoe, you can see it's a different shade of purple. So like I said, this is more of a violet, almost like a violet purple colorway. And this is more of like a regular purple. So the toe boxes are different. I'm going to put the shoes kind of side by side and lay them down and show them to you. But then you have more shades of a lighter purple. And then you start to get more of that kind of bluish purple, like a violet color once you come back this way. You have the whole stitching theme just to be like a voodoo doll, just like the first one. So you know Zion plays in New Orleans. New Orleans has the history with witchcraft and voodoo and all that stuff. So it's kind of the whole play and twist on the whole voodoo theme. You have the little skull in the back with the little button on here for like some of the voodoo dolls. You have the Air Jordan upside down. Flip this up, you get Voodoo up underneath here, up under here. So it's cute. Cool little gem, little hidden thing up under here. And it was the same way with the last ones that's released had the same thing. And then you have Zion up underneath the other shoe. So cool little feature, little hidden gem on here. I like when Jordan brand do cool little things like that. But coming to the toe box, you don't have like perforated holes. It's just kind of sewn in. To go back to like that whole sewn theme of a voodoo doll and the different stitching. So the breathability on these is not the best because there's not a lot of perforations. There's a lot of thick canvases and material on here. So there's not a lot of breathing on these because of that. So that's that. You have a nice, the suede on here is a really rough, rugged suede. It's not like really buttery or anything. It's really rough. The entire shoe is like a rough feeling materials that they use. Coming to the laces, they were started right here, and I just laced them all the way up. But you do get some other lace options. I'll show you that in a second. These are kind of like a wicker rope, like a real rope kind of material feeling. I like the way these look better than all the other laces that you get. Nike Air, so it's flipped upside down. So I thought that's pretty cool too. The suede on here is a really longer hair suede than you get on here, but it's really rough also. So nothing is really like buttery at all. It's all rough, and it's just like a longer hair suede type material on here. Coming into the sock liner, the sock liner have like a nice, really good, almost feel like a light velvet type material almost, but you can see it's a suede line it in the inside to rub my finger on here, and you can see the different stroke patterns when I wipe my finger across here. Insole, you have like a purplish color insole with Voodoo written on here. And then on this one, you have more of a violet color, but this one has Zion written on this one. Coming to the inside of the shoe, so you saw on the outside, the swoosh had black, but coming into the inside, it's purple. So I'm gonna swap over to the other shoe, show you guys a little bit more stitching here on the back. It's kind of have that same kind of canvas material that you saw on the toe. This is the same material that you saw on the side. You get same rough kind of feeling swoosh material for this one here. Coming to the other shoe, so it's kind of little different colors and different shades of the purples and violets used on the left shoe. So I'll show you guys this now. The inside is the same pretty much. They both went with the same violet with the purple swoosh on the inside, just like on the outside you have more of that violet with the black swoosh on both shoes. The button on the left shoe of the skull is like a purple color on here, but this one is a little bit lighter, and I'll show you more when I put the shoes side by side on the sides to show you that. Show you guys the outsole. Outsoles look to be the same color, regular traditional Jordan 1 outsole. You've seen one. You pretty much seen them all, same outsole, same traction pattern. I think for the most part, that is the materials. Like I said, let me turn them side by side so you guys can see some of the differences when I put them on their sides, so you can see that color difference and the different breakdown of the color. So now you can see like the toes are different. This is a lighter shade than this. The backs are different also. So you have more of a violet. This is more of a purple. Same thing with this. The toes are a little bit more of a violet. This is more of a purple. You get the stitching in the inside, stitching on the outside of this shoe. You don't have it on this one. And then we're gonna flip these over really quick, show you the inside part of the shoe really quick. So here you go. Same thing. You went with a lighter purple, darker purple here. The swooshes appear to be the same color, just like the blacks were the same color. Then you got stitching on here, but you have more of a purple. This is more of a violet. So that's pretty much it, man. You get stitching on here. You don't get stitching on this part of the shoe. So that's kind of the differences between the two shoes side by side. So they're not identical, if you will. So that is that. Quality control, the QC is okay on my pair. Nothing to complain about at all, especially with it having like a rough, rugged look. So the loose threads and all that, I think that's all a part of the look of the shoe. No major glue marks, no really concerns when it comes to quality control on my pair. So I think they did a really good job with that. So nothing to really complain about when it comes to the QC. So that's that. Show you guys the extra goodies. So like I mentioned, you do get some extra laces, but they're like the flat laces in here. And I like that rope lace that I showed you. So you do get black, like a cream, and then you get more of like a mint colorway almost. But I'll probably keep the laces that came in the shoe in, but you have options if you want to change it. Here's the lid to kind of match some of that color theme of the shoe. Here's the actual label. You guys can pause the video and look at this, but it has the product code, color breakdown, QR code. Open up your camera, scan this with your phone. A link will pop up, take you to regularnike.com. I think at some point it may take us to like a photo of the shoe or do something more. But right now I just launched the website. So that's that. That's the laces. Here are the kicks one more time. Before I take them off of here and put them on feet, do me a favor, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you're copping, passing, you like these better than the first ones or the first ones better than these. I'm real curious. I usually reply to you guys in the comments. If I don't, I'm gonna hit the heart button or the thumbs up button next to your comment. I won't just leave you hanging. So I'm gonna take these off now. We're gonna toss these on feet. Let's go over size and comfort. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, here's a quick on feet look at the Zion Jordan 1 lows, Voodoo alternates, 2.0s, whatever we want to call these. Just want to show y'all what they look like really quick on feet. First things first, I guess we'll do sizing. That's usually my most asked question whenever I post pictures and videos. How do these fit? How do these run? What size should I get? So let's do that, and then we'll do comfort. So to me, I have a medium, somewhat narrow foot.
The way I like my kicks to fit on my feet, I like a snug and exact fit, like a sock, like a glove, not tight. Tight is like, man, I can't wait to get home to take these shoes off. My toes are balled up, I'm in pain. Not that feeling. Tight, like a really, really exact snug fit. To me, to get that, I went down a half size. If you like a snug and exact fit, you have a medium, narrow width foot, I think you can go down a half size. If you don't like that fit and you want just a little bit of room in your shoes, just a tad, just a little bit, just go true to size, you should be good. If you have wide feet, you want kind of an exact fit. Go true to size, you should be okay. If you want some room on the side, you may jeopardize having a little bit too much room in the toe. You could consider going up a half size. It is really all about how you like your sneakers to fit on your feet at the end of the day. When it comes to comfort, this is still a Jordan 1 at the end of the day. The technology is from the 80s, somewhere around there, and it feels like that. It's a really flat shoe. You feel a lot of the ground. It's not the most comfortable shoe. However, you could casually rock these all day long, not be in any kind of pain or discomfort. And to me, I've always felt the more you wear ones, the better they start to feel on your feet anyway. So that's just my take on sizing and comfort. Like I mentioned earlier, if you new, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm gonna wrap the video up here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.